Yeah.
The water's clear, come swim with me.
This guy is this guy is something else. Like there's no way. Different breed. I gotta. Damn.
One by one, Afton
Got
killed
all
them
of them.
and stuffed their bodies into the animatronics. Susie was first, being stuffed into Chica.
Susie,
Gabriel went into Freddy, Jeremy
Gabriel,
into Bonnie, Fritz into
Jeremy,
Foxy,
and
then there was
Fritz.
Cassidy, who went into Fredbear,
Cassidy.
aka Golden Freddy. At this point, Afton had no idea that the crying child spirit was in Golden Freddy, so he didn't think twice about shoving Cassidy in there.
So is
The
it
way
like
Afton killed
two souls
Cassidy,
in
though, was
one?
different from the rest. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy were just regular animatronics. Afton had no choice but to kill them, then stuff them into the suits. But Golden Freddy wasn't just a regular animatronic, it was a springlock suit. The same springlock suit that took his youngest son's life. Afton was aware of how dangerous the springlocks were. Any bit of moisture or too much movement.
So like that, the whole thing that just happened, like those 4 kids that just got killed, like they reopened, and like there was just kids in there, and the parents were just nowhere to be seen, and they're seeing some weird like dude with like a ugly looking, ripped up in like a costume, and they're like, they're fine.
Would cause them to snap shut, slowly killing whoever was inside. So that's exactly what he did to Cassidy. He put him into the suit and watched as the springlocks snapped shut, cementing Cassidy's death as the most brutal of them all.
Yeah, that's
Freddy,
insane.
Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy weren't the only animatronics sitting in the back room of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, though. They were joined by the security puppet, which contained the soul of Henry's daughter, Charlie. Once Afton was gone, Charlie jumped into action, almost acting as a guide for their souls, properly giving them life inside of each animatronic. After the incident, the kids were quickly reported missing by their families, and although the security cameras caught Afton luring the kids away, he wasn't able to fully get in trouble. Since he was wearing the Spring Bonnie suit, they were never able to prove it was actually him. Afton also hid the kids' bodies where no one would ever look, so the bodies were never found. Unbelievably, Afton was able to get away with yet another crime. Because of all the bad press that came from the missing children's incident, people stopped coming to the pizzeria. After months of customers no longer showing up, Fazbear Entertainment officially shut down Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Shortly after the pizzeria shut down, Afton decided to pull the Funtime animatronics out of retirement and finally get his underground facility fully operational. He knew he couldn't try opening another Circus Babies restaurant, so he had a new idea.
Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day.
Afton opened Circus Babies Entertainment and Rental. This way, he could rent out the Funtime animatronics to local birthday parties, capture kids, and bring them back to his underground bunker to be experimented on. While Afton was running his rental business, Fazbear Entertainment was determined to try opening another pizzeria. In the summer of 1987,
they don't
Fazbear
stop.
Entertainment opened
These
the
guys
new
don't
and improved
stop.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, this time with brand new versions of their original characters. These were called the Toy Animatronics, and they were once again built by Henry. Henry was aware of what happened in 1985, and especially of what happened to his daughter, so he was determined to make sure that never happened again.
But he doesn't know that actually William Afton is the one who killed his daughter. So he's out here, she's just moving blind. Is that, oh, it's my fault. That's probably what I was thinking, right? Like, it's my fault that my daughter got killed, so I should improve. But like, even if he's gonna improve him, this guy William is still just gonna mess it up all over again.
animatronics were equipped with facial recognition systems that were linked directly to a criminal database. The security puppet was also brought out of retirement, but instead of working security, it sat quietly in the prize corner. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Spring Bonnie
somebody is
were
winning
also
that as a
moved
prize.
to the new pizzeria, and it's revealed that these animatronics were mostly used for spare parts.
By now, I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location, and we just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them, but they were just so
I wonder which game this one is.
ugly, you know? And the smell.
This means that the haunted metal of the original Freddy's animatronics was now being put into the toy animatronics, causing the toys to also now be possessed.
So
After
they don't
Afton
have to
got away
kill
with
a
the
new
first
batch
set
of
of
kids.
murders, he needed to see if the kids' spirits were possessing the animatronics. In order to see for himself, Afton went back to work at the new pizzeria as a daytime security guard.
Oh,
While Afton
he
was working
went
the
there
day
to
shift,
work.
Jeremy Fitzgerald was working the night shift. Jeremy worked there for 5 nights, and unfortunately for him, because the kids possessing the animatronics were killed by an adult, they were extremely aggressive to any adult they encountered.
Oh,
They
damn.
interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare.
Going crazy.
Meanwhile, Afton decided to pull the same trick he did at the old Freddy's location, gaining 5 more victims.
Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow
But they're
one.
already
Someone
possessed.
used it.
Afton used the Spring Bonnie suit to pull the same stunt again on 5 more kids. But as he was committing the murders, Charlie, from inside the puppet, was actively trying to save the kids.
Oh, W
she tried
Charlie.
enlisting the help of the other animatronics, but it was too late. Afton had already finished what he started. Not only that, him seeing the puppet and Freddy walking around the pizzeria trying to stop him was all the proof he needed that his experiments were successful. The kids he put into the original suits were haunting the animatronics. But there was one problem. Afton knew that the haunted metal of the endoskeletons was the key to everything, but the animatronics were trapped at the pizzeria. There was no way he could bring them back to his underground bunker. He couldn't get to the animatronics if the pizzeria was still open and active, so he needed to find a way to make sure the pizzeria shuts down and fast. Instead of stuffing the new set of victims into the toy animatronics, he decided to leave the kids out in plain sight, scattered throughout the pizzeria. This was a
What?
guaranteed way to get the pizzeria shut down. A few hours after Afton committed the murders, Jeremy Fitzgerald showed up for his night shift, unaware of what happened that day.
Hello. What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics. Make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay?
The next day, during Jeremy's day shift, one of the animatronics bit him in the head. This was infamously known as the Bite of 87.
No
Meanwhile,
way.
Afton successfully got the pizzeria shut down. The local newspaper
does this
wrote
keep
about
happening?
the incident, saying, after being open only a few short weeks, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is closing its doors. The new animatronics will be scrapped.
Yo,
due to
do
possible
any of these places
malfunctions.
even stay
However,
open for
the
that long?
original characters are
Like,
being kept in
they
hopes of
don't.
a possible reorganization of the company. Since the toy animatronics were now being scrapped, he knew he could get away with taking their endoskeletons. But he also knew that he couldn't risk showing his face at the pizzeria again, so he got his oldest son, Michael, to do the work for him. William
Still
was
alive,
easily
I
able
see.
to get Michael to do whatever he wanted. William was abusive and manipulative, while Michael was haunted by the guilt of what he did to his younger brother. Because of this,
Yeah, screw
Michael
Michael.
basically acted as William's puppet. Michael showed up for the night shift at the now closed Freddy Fazbear's Pizza under a code name, Fritz Smith. At the end of his shift, he would successfully steal the toy animatronics endoskeletons for his father, causing him to get fired his first day on the job due to tampering with the animatronics. As it said in the local
What?
newspaper,
Wasn't
while
that the whole
Fazbear
point?
Entertainment scrapped the toy animatronics, the original Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy were going to be fixed up and reused. And that's exactly what they did. After the 1987 Freddy's location
They
shut down, they
opened up a
opened
new
yet another
one.
location,
Yo,
this time using
How many places did they open so far? Like 5? They opened the first one, Fred and Thingy, though those 2 mascot ones, and then they opened Sister's location, and then they opened like these. They opened like 3 of these or so, and then no, I think they opened 2, and then they opened like another Sister's location. Well, not really. They opened like a renting one, still sort of the same thing. And I think this one's
the
like the
exact
5th one or
same
so.
building as the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. As you can imagine, this didn't work out great for the business. People already had a bad impression of Fazbear Entertainment, so using the same
they
building that the original murders took
should.
place in didn't help business. Customers barely showed up to the new pizzeria,
As
leading it to
they
shut down by the end of
should.
1993.
I
Although
give
this was
up.
bad news for Fazbear Entertainment, this was great news for William Afton. Afton was able
Ow.
to acquire the endos of the toy
yeah.
animatronics, but that wasn't enough. He needed all of the haunted endoskeletons, especially the ones in the original animatronic.
I wonder if Henry ever like finds out about like how much of a sicko his business partner is.
Once the pizzeria shut down, Afton came up with the plan to steal the endos from the animatronics. Each pizzeria was designed with something called a safe room.
Michael, I'm gonna need you for some. Need you to go back. Gonna almost die, but like you kinda have to help me. It's all your fault.
As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go to the designated safe room. Every location is built with one extra room that is not included in the digital map layouts programmed to the animatronics or security team. This room is hidden to customers, invisible to animatronics, and is always off camera.
This room was hidden from guests and invisible to the animatronics. Afton would use this to his advantage, luring each of the animatronics to the safe room and dismantling them one by one. The kids possessing these animatronics were the same kids he lured into the back room all those years ago. He planned to use the same trick to lure the same kids all over again.
All over again. Look at our cupcake. Oh, look at the way he's looking. Oh, look at where he's walking. Oh, look at the way he's turning. My boy Foxy. It's my favorite one, by the way. It's always a banger. Every time he says it, always a banger. It's just running at you like Foxy is not to be messed with, bro. What are they up to right now? Oh, he got
Once he finished
him.
dismantling each animatronic and stealing their
Okay, got all of
endoskeleton,
them.
he brought them down to his underground bunker, where he would melt them all down into one liquid substance called remnant. Not only did Afton rob these kids of their lives, he would use their souls
hell does a
long
remnant
after
do?
they're gone for his own personal gain.
Oh my. The same strap, by the way. Wow, thank you. Now I'm gonna carry you away and stab you and. Damn. Melting them all. Oh, but they probably they're screaming right now, you know, like they're probably like, ah, burn, ah, you know, like that's all. Oh yeah. I wonder what he's gonna do with that little remnant thing. Rip. Yo, look at that hand, bro. Like, it's some sicko stuff right now.
By melting down the endos, he successfully created Remnant. This substance, containing the spirits of all of the missing children, was silver in color, and if kept at the right temperature, was malleable. Afton didn't want to risk testing the Remnant on himself, so he injected it into the Funtime animatronics. Once he did, the animatronics jumped to life. The experiment had worked. William
it's a
Afton
cheat code.
unlocked the power of life
This guy
itself.
just
After
unlocked
his successful
a cheat code.
experiment, he went back to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to collect his...
Maybe he doesn't even have to kill any more kids anymore. He can just do that strap now, just melt up the thing, and then inject it to other animatronics, and he just found the infinite robotic life cheat code. That's insane.
Spring Bonnie suit. But once he got there, he was met with the spirits of the 5 missing children, trapping him inside the safe room.
Oh, get him!
The spirit inside Golden Freddy
Get
chased
him!
Afton around the room and forced him to get into the Spring
Yo,
Bonnie
they should-
suit. Cassidy was the
they should
most
show me that
vengeful
little-
spirit of them all.
that
Being
little
spring-locked
animation
in the
right
Fredbear
now.
suit was a painful and slow death, and he wanted to make sure that Afton knew what that felt like. At this point, Afton knew how a spirit
He's gonna
could move on.
shove
As
him
long as he was
inside the
suit,
spring
he
trap.
knew he'd be back.
Oh, so he just put himself in the thing. Was like, you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna come back anyways, like, and be back on my like. This guy is laughing, knowing he's about to die. That's insane. He took a loss. He took this one loss, but you know he's better come back and like kill 20 more. Like, you know.
As Afton laughed, the spring locks snapped shut, forcing him to go through what Cassidy went through. This
Slow
was an
and
act
pain
of revenge
death.
by Cassidy, and it wouldn't be the last.
W get back, W get back. Like we need to see more get back like this. There's some good get
Afton
back
was
right
now
here.
confined to the safe room of the
And it's not the last. He's about to cause more chaos to this guy.
now shut down
It's good to
Freddy
hear.
Fazbear's Pizza, and because of this, everything in his underground bunker was left abandoned.
So since Afton's dead, is like, are they gonna create more? Is it gonna be like the whole just Five Nights at Freddy's thing is like owned by other people, and Henry's gonna help him out?
But even with Afton
Yo, Henry does not do much. Like, he does not do much.
gone, the rental business continued on its own. All of the Funtime animatronics containing the spirits of the missing children and even his daughter Elizabeth were still being rented out during the day and then brought right back down to the bunker. All the
During the
spirits wanted to
night.
do was escape, but they were always put back underground. After Afton went missing, his eldest son Michael, who's been blindly helping his father, remembered what his father told him if he ever went missing. If William wasn't there to finish his work, Michael would do it for him. Afton's underground facility was always off limits
That-
to Michael, but
I
since he was
actually
now
did
gone,
not expect
Michael
that
had
one.
no choice. He took the elevator down to where his father worked every day. Although Michael was helping out his father by stealing some of the endos from the animatronics back in the day, he never exactly knew what William was doing until he got down into the bunker.
He's about to find out that his dad was a sicko.
Over the several days he visited the bunker, he learned more about what his father was up to. He learned about the massive facility his father built, complete with multiple rooms conducting fear experiments. He learned the truth behind the Funtime animatronics and how they were actually designed to kidnap kids. And he learned through the voice of Baby exactly how his sister died.
A little girl, standing by herself, my stomach opened, and there was ice cream. I couldn't move, at least, not until she stepped closer.
But as the week went on, Baby was conducting a plan of her own. A plan to escape the bunker, using Michael's body. Elizabeth was no longer the person Michael remembered her as. She was entirely devoted to her father, and would do anything to make him proud of her. At the end of the week, all of the Funtime animatronics endos were scooped out, with all of them combining into one animatronic, called Ennard. This creature, containing the spirits of the missing kids and Elizabeth, knew they wouldn't be able to escape the bunker looking like an animatronic. They needed a human body to walk around in.
Oh, they're about to kill Michael. They're about to jump him.
Scooping room now.
In one spiritual, like...
Funtime Foxy has already been here today. Funtime Freddy has already been here today. Alora has already been here today. baby has already been here today.
Oh,
I've been out
step
before,
back, buddy.
but they always put me back. They always put us back inside. There's nowhere for us to hide here. There is nowhere to go when we look like this. But if we looked like you, then we could hide. If we looked like you, then we would have somewhere to go. The scooper only hurts for a moment.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they done killed
Michael
my,
Afton's insides
not
got
my
scooped
boy.
out
They
and replaced by Ennard,
done
helping
killed
all
them.
of the souls to escape the facility. With every passing day after this happened, Michael looked more and more like a walking zombie. His skin was
Damn.
starting to turn purple, and people started to notice. Michael's body was no longer a good disguise for
Oh,
Ennard,
yeah.
so Ennard ejected itself from Michael. But because the scooper was also a
guy
remnant
didn't turn
injector, when
purple.
Michael Afton was scooped, he was also injected with remnant. The remnant made it so even after Ennard was gone, he was still able to survive. With Michael now back in full control of his body, he had a new mission. Although he did, one way or another, successfully free his sister from the underground facility, he
Yeah.
also learned about all of his father's terrible misdeeds. His loyalty to his father turned to disgust. It was time for him to end all of this.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you.
How?
And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me.
Yeah, you're
I
purple.
should be dead, but I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
What?
Michael would spend years searching for his father with no luck, until a new ad in the local newspaper caught his attention. Someone decided to open something called Fazbear's Fright, the horror attraction. Local amusement park is getting
Who
ready to
opened
scare
this?
your socks off with a new
Why
attraction
would you open
based on
this?
the unsolved mysteries of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Featuring actual relics from the decades-old pizzeria, this new attraction is guaranteed to bring back your childhood in the worst possible way. As if using the crimes of his father to make a profit wasn't bad enough, they also went back to the old pizzerias and collected any objects they could find to put on display at the attraction. Michael immediately applied for the job of the security guard with the sole intention of burning the place to the ground. When he got there, he saw the remnants of his past, the shells of all of the animatronics.
So it's like Michael, is he just neutral? Like he's not trying to do anything crazy? Is he just trying to prevent Fazbear's entertainment from getting opened up? Like, is that like his goal? Like he's just trying to stop
every
them
single
from
one
opening?
of their endoskeletons. He knew they could only find the shells of the animatronics because he and his father stole their endoskeletons all those years ago, leaving only the shells behind. On day 2 of working at the attraction, he got word that they found a real animatronic.
You're not gonna
What?
believe this. We found one. A real one.
This real animatronic ended up being his father, still inside the
Springtrap.
spring bodysuit he died in decades ago. Even though his father was now in the building with him, he still decided to go through on his plan, all in an effort to end his father once and for all. Michael then
As
raised
he
the
should.
wiring in the building to catch fire,
Bro
burning
needs
the
to go,
horror
go.
attraction to the ground with his father inside.
Bro better not find a way to survive this right now.
The local newspaper would write about the fire, saying a new local attraction based on an ancient pizzeria chain
Don't worry. They're gonna open up another one next week.
burned down overnight. Authorities have not ruled out foul play, but at the moment it seems to have been caused by faulty wiring. Although the fire destroyed most of everything in the building, William, miraculously, was able to survive. William was now free, roaming the outside world along with the souls of the missing children, Elizabeth, and Charlie inside the puppet. Since Michael wasn't able to end everything, someone else needed to step in. That someone was Henry Emily. Afton's
About time this guy does something.
Charlie heard about the fire at Fazbear's Fright, along with the rumors of the various animatronic creatures now roaming the streets. Henry was determined to put an end to all of this.
As he should. It's about time he does something. It's really about time he does something. William Afton has been going crazy for who knows how many years, and like
understand the depth of the depravity of this creature, this monster that I unwillingly helped to create. As if what he had already done wasn't enough, he found a new way to desecrate, to humiliate, to destroy. As if the suffering wasn't enough, the loss of innocence, the loss of everything to so many people. Small souls trapped in prisons of my making, now set to new purpose, and used in ways I never thought imaginable. He lured them all back to a familiar place, back with familiar tricks. He brought them all together. Are they still aware? I hope not. It keeps me awake at night. I could make myself sleep, but not yet. Not until I undo what he has done and heal this wound. A wound first inflicted on me, but then one that I let bleed out to cause all of this. He set some kind of trap. I don't know what it was, but he led them there again. He overpowered them again, and he robbed them of the only thing that they had again. I don't know how those tiny breaths of life came to inhabit those machines, but they will never find rest now. Not like this. I have to call them all back, all of them, together in one place.
By gathering all of the animatronics in one place and locking them in the same room, he would be able to burn them all to the ground for good, effectively freeing their spirits in the process. In order to do this, Henry created a new restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. He knew that the spirits and William couldn't resist coming back to the location, even if it was all just a trap. Charlie was different though. She was smarter than the rest, so Henry knew she wouldn't be as easily fooled. So he created an animatronic called Lefty, standing for lure, encapsulate, fuse, transport, and extract. Specifically to capture the puppet.
The first time I ever seen like this type of, I've never really seen this one before.
To the pizzeria. While trying to find someone that would help him carry out his plan, one person showed up for the job. A person who was also determined to finally end all of this. Michael Afton. Day after day, the animatronics roaming the streets would show up in the alleyway next to the pizzeria. Baby, aka Elizabeth, the souls of the missing children and the crying child, now appearing as Molten Freddy, Charlie and Lefty, and his father, William, all showed up in the back alley. Michael would then collect each animatronic and throw them into a facility under the pizzeria, designed to be a maze with no exit, where the animatronics would roam around without even knowing they're trapped, until the end of the week, where they would all be burned to the ground. With all of the souls, including William himself, now in one place, Henry's plan was in motion. As far as Elizabeth and William were concerned, this was a good thing. All of this remnant now in one place was all that they wanted, until Henry stepped in.
You played right into our hands.
No way.
Did you really think that this job just fell out of the sky for you? No. This was a gift.
How?
For us.
How?
We gathered them all together in one place, just like he asked you to. All of those little souls in one.
There is no way that they planned this. There is no way.
Just for us. A gift. Now we can do what we were created to do and be complete. I will make you proud, Daddy. Watch. Listen. And be full.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth. If you still even remember that name. But I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift. Nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near. yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling
Michael?
that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as
I'm
well.
about Michael, right?
I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this
Oh, now they're all
will
running.
finally begin to fade
Dude.
away as the
These guys just realized they're all cooked now. They're all trying to just
agony of
run.
every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace and perhaps more waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So
Yeah, but kill him! Kill him!
Friend.
Yeah!
You can hear me. I knew you would.
Squash his
well.
ass.
It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms the way you lifted others into yours. And then what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then. So let me save you now. It's time to rest for you and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
Down.
Henry putting fire to the animatronics may have freed the spirits from the metal of the robots,
May?
but some of them still needed help actually moving on into the afterlife. This help would come from Charlie. She helped guide the spirits into the robots. Now
Charlie
she
done
would help
pulled up
them
again?
move on. In the world of Five Nights at Freddy's, the way a spirit can move on is by them being put into a happy memory. The memory Charlie chose actually comes from the crying child and the day he got bit. Piece by piece,
How's that a
Charlie
good
put
moment?
that terrible shattered memory back together. But this time, she would change it into a happy memory.
Oh.
Instead of the crying child getting bit on his birthday, Charlie changed it so that all of the missing kids and Charlie would celebrate him, giving him a giant birthday cake. By changing that terrible memory into a happy one and attaching all of the spirits to it, they were able to successfully
That's a
pass
W
into
thing
the
from Charlie.
afterlife.
That's insane. Yo, W Charlie, man, like made the most negative memory positive. All the kids done moved on.
Like I said, they were all able to move on. Except
for one. Oh my god, bro. He does not want to disappear. He does not want to go. But how much more does this guy have to do? Like, how much? You already wreaked enough havoc, bro. Just relax. Wrap it up.
Cassidy, the most vengeful spirit of them all, wasn't done yet. He decided to attach...
Cassidy? Bro, I thought it was... I thought it was William Afton, but now Cassidy's like, nah. I want more, bro. I'm not done. That's insane.
That to Williams.
That's actually a plot twist. I did not expect that.
Making sure that William was unable to move on. By attaching his spirit to Williams, he was able to trap Afton in an endless loop of death. He made Afton relive every one of his terrible misdeeds.
She is actually
his underground bunker, and the pizzeria
like,
where
there's
Cassidy
no
was
way.
killed. Afton experienced all of this while being attacked and killed over and over again by all of the animatronics from his past. Every time an animatronic would attack him, Cassidy would be there, reminding him that the suffering will never end.
We've only just begun.
Just begun.
I will never let you rest.
He tried to release you. He tried to release us, but I
will not
let that happen. I will hold you here. I will keep you here, no matter how many times they burn us.
Cassidy knew that Afton didn't deserve
Damn.
the afterlife. He deserved to pay for what he's done for all of eternity.
Hell, bro, Cassidy, bro.
But
alright guys, so thank you guys for watching. So that was the whole timeline of FNAF. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in another one. Ski.